I felt like emotionally, I got hit by a bus. That's how I felt. And I'm in my 40s. I'm not 16 and a new ref. I've been refing for, I don't know, 13 to 15 years now. And this came out of the blue, and I got put on my butt. The whole second half, after the incident, I'm thinking about what just happened. That call, his reaction, did I make it right? Did I screw it up? Oh my gosh, I gave the other team the game. My fault. Eyes on me, self-conscious, staring at my own belly button, in my head. Did not even see this coming. Out of the blue, out of nowhere. So, here's what happened. I was doing a girls' varsity game last weekend. It was two teams that were from different states. They were competing in like a friendly game. And it was a close game. It was highly competitive. They were two good teams. Both these teams frequently go far in the state tournament in their respective states. Hard challenges, girls were trying, and it was a competitive atmosphere. In the first half, I called one penalty against the home team for a handling offense. I gave out a total of 2 yellow cards. Those both came in the second half, and had a good crew, was keeping up with play, was feeling really confident the first half, very comfortable with my calls, felt like we had a good handle on the game, and felt very comfortable with how the game was progressing. Then in the second half, probably 5 or 10 minutes in, there is what I thought was a tripping offense in the penalty area committed by the away team against the home team. And I was about 15 yards away, had an unobstructed view, and I called a PK, right? Called the PK, stop the clock. As soon as I made that call, one of the coaches on the away team just like reacted, exploded in protest, right? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. What? She didn't even have the ball. We came all this way for this? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I can't believe it, you know? And it was a continuation. It was prolonged. It was a series of comments. It was not just one outburst. It just continued. As I'm setting up for the PK, the comments continue. Even after the goal was scored, the comments continued, right? I didn't even look at the coach. I felt embarrassed, self-conscious. All these comments, they sucked the confidence right out of me. Self-doubt in spades, folks. In spades. Super self-doubt, right? So much so that after I called it, I was going to walk over to AR2 just to be like, did I totally miss this? Was this right? Should we just give a drop ball to the keeper and just kind of come out, right? All his comments were making me totally second guess my call. It got to the point after they scored the goal where the teams are walking back to reset for the kick in the center circle, where I turn to the coach. I don't even approach him, but I just say, Coach, this is a warning. And as soon as I said that, not a peep from him after that. But wow, all the comments just made me feel very small and robbed me of my confidence. So what's my advice to you to take from this episode? Or what would I say to myself? The first thing I would say is I want to be more like Tori Penso. I've seen her call PKs in big international games. And a couple of the videos that I saw, the play will happen in the penalty area, and then the ball will move on, and she'll call the penalty like 2 to 4 seconds after the incident happened, after the ball has gone out of the penalty area, then she'll come back and call it. I'm like, wow, what awesome patience. I want that. I want to be slower on the whistle in the penalty area so that I am sure. But you guys know how it goes. As soon as there's major contact in the penalty area, immediately fans are screaming, a coach is screaming, players are screaming, hands are up in the air, and all that energy makes you want to react. So, note to self, when you are in the pen and there's contact, be ready for the reaction. Let it ride over you. If it's a big wave, duck under the wave. Wait a second. Play it back in your mind. Do you want it? And then take it. But don't let your call be a reaction to all of the demands for a call or a no call as soon as the contact happens. And Tori does a great job at this, in my opinion, in the clips that I have seen. Secondly, and this is more for tips to more experienced officials who are on the line for in a game like this. Because an older official has more experience, and because you are not in the situation, you have a different vantage point. You are a third-party observer to the dissent that's happening from the coach to or toward the referee. Right? So you can kind of remove yourself and see how bad it is because you're just kind of sitting there watching this like, ooh, wow, he said that? Ooh, geez, Steven doesn't look like he's doing so good. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, not good, right? What happened to me was I was in it. And when you're in it, sometimes you lose your bearings or you lose perspective or you lose some objectivity. You can't see how bad it actually is because you have shifted into survival mode. I shifted into survival mode. True story, right? I got my head down. I'm not looking at him. I'm in my head. I'm super self-conscious. I think everyone's looking at me. Like, I'm kind of shell-shocked here. So, if you're AR1 or AR2 and there's a younger ref in the middle and this is happening to them, maybe you pop your flag, you bring them over, you kind of need to grab the reins for a second and be like, hold on a second, we're a team here, I got you, come over here, breathe for a second, I'm going to give you your options, this is what I would do, now you need to go execute this, right? As an official who's been around for a little while, I still need that help once in a while, totally. And what I'll take away from this is if I'm on the line, I'm going to be that voice of reason or perspective to an official in the middle if I think that there is some disciplinary action that needs to happen and it's not happening. Maybe that ref shifted to survival mode and I need to step in and help him or her kind of get back on the horse here, okay? And in this case, it'd be like raising your flag, bringing the center over, being like, yo, this guy's totally out of line. Caution him immediately. Take a couple deep breaths. You're okay. It was a good call. Give them some confidence back. Let's get back in there and keep on going. You are totally fine. Come on, right? A little pep talk, the team supporting the center referee. I make a distinction, maybe wrongly so, between giving a coach a moment and giving a coach a series or a prolonged period or a continuation, all right? So when there's a call that a coach doesn't like, there's naturally going to be some disapproval or some, oh, geez, or really? Or that was not a trip. Come on. Terrible call. Like just kind of a brief, less than 5 seconds, some sort of outburst. And that's like very understandable, right? It's because it's like a natural, spontaneous reaction. Like, oh, shoot, I just dropped my ice cream. Oh, man, I love ice cream, right? I frequently let that go because I can understand that. I can empathize or sympathize, whatever one, right? But when that momentary outburst becomes a continuation, a prolonged series of protests, I think that's not okay, and I think that should have been dealt with much sooner. So, and particularly if it's an assistant coach, you almost even a single outburst can be like, boom, sit down, no more, right? But I tend to be more lenient toward head coaches than I do assistant coaches. But in this case, I just botched it all. But I do make that distinction between giving them a moment versus a series. And in this case, I don't think I acted as quickly as I should have after the initial outburst. And I think that I fall into this trap that, oh, shoot, maybe I made the wrong call. So that justifies the abuse, or that justifies the reaction. Two wrongs make a right. And that's super hard. Because I'm going to be like, oh, shoot, maybe I screwed this up, so I deserve this. Or yes, you can, because that call was questionable or that call was soft. And on the outside, I don't think that's correct. But I can understand, and I often do, subject myself to dissent or abusive behavior from coaches if I think that there might be some grounds in their objection. And for all younger referees, I would not go down that path at your age and development or at your level of development in your own referee craft. If there's dissent, I would put a stop to it quickly, regardless of if the call was right or wrong. The behavior, especially at your age and the levels of games that you're doing, is not justified.